Welcome to the LMF Network Life Skills Summit. My name is Sonia Barlow. I'm the CEO and founder, and I'm super excited to be launching this Skills Summit today. The reason we're hosting the summit is to give soft skills a spotlight that they deserve. Coding is critical and digital skills are key, but soft skills are queen and required to enter and progress in the workspace. Recent data has shown that the shortage of soft skills is removing 22 billion from the UK economy. And the report conducted by Social Enterprise Skills Builder in partnership with CIPD, KPMG and Edge Foundation found that people with higher levels of essential skills earn them on average an extra 4.6K a year. At the LMF Network, we were fortunate enough to conduct research of our own in 2021. And we found that 3 reasons as to why women especially feel they can't enter or progress in the workspace is 1, because of the lack of career knowledge, 2, the lack of community, and 3, the lack of confidence. Fundamentally, these make up the foundations of our business model. We support businesses in being more inclusive by redefining workplace culture through policy and process design, whilst leveling the playing field by upskilling people through mentorship, masterclasses, and creating meaningful networks, which we know generate 80% of our opportunities. If you don't know our story thus far, I'm going to give you just a short breakdown, because I promised my team that I wouldn't be here for too long to make sure that we really invite our speakers of the day. We started in 2018 as a brunch club. Now, I always say, and if you know me, the claim to fame is that no one actually showed up to brunch. The reason for that was because I had no social media. I was not as comfortable in the workplace as I could have been. I felt quite lonely, quite isolated, and I felt like I really lacked my sense of community, sense of belonging, but especially that career knowledge that you need to level yourself up. And so back in 2018, everything was about the brunches, right? It was all about the avocado and toast. And that's really where we kicked off. Eventually, those brunches ended up being workshops and events. Those workshops and events ended up being clients contacting us and saying, look, you're doing some great things out there. Are you able to help us internally? And so in 2020, when we set up officially as a CIC, which is a not-for-profit organization, we had our mission in mind, which was purpose-driven, people-driven, and it really was to ensure that workplaces are far more inclusive than they are today, and people feel empowered in the work they're doing. The pandemic then hit, and of course, no one could have seen that coming. During the pandemic, we definitely supported our people and launched several initiatives, including the UK's largest mentoring program, mentoring over 1,000 people with a 90% success rate with partners such as Stripe, Perlego, and Knowledge Transfer Network. We also have achieved over 50,000 in social following, all organic, and 15,000 newsletter subscribers with a 75% open rate. We've worked with brands all over the world, including Google, Looker, House of Commons, Capgemini, Vodafone, Financial Times, Resident Advisor, CentralNIC, Cambridge Design Partnership, Babbel, Steady, Go Compare, Barclays, Stripe, Perlego, just to name a few, actually. There's so many more on the list. We launched in Canada, we launched in Madrid, but then we scaled back because we realized that a lot of our work needs to be UK focused, UK centric, and then we can really diversify what we're doing. And currently we serve 24 different countries. We work with the likes of Capgemini to launch workshop and events, as well as Taboola, and found that over 70% of our network are more likely to work with you as an organization if you're a trusted partner. And that's why we only work with 6 partners a year, to make sure that we are supporting you in your inclusion efforts, that we are leveling up people, and that we are truly staying true to our own values. The Skills Summit today is our second Skills Summit. We tried it last year. It was super successful. All of the content is available online on YouTube and on LinkedIn. And we wanted to host round 2. And honestly, round 2 was feedback from our consumers, our audience, our friends, our advocates, our sponsors. This Skills Summit is where we will hear from leading change makers, friends, and allies, not only about the skills of the future, but what we can be doing to build our own knowledge and networks to unlock new opportunities. And the exciting thing is that we have something new in store for you. So before I carry on to show you or to share what we are launching, I just want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, our advocates, our champions, our friends, our community members who have truly made this happen. What I mean by that is 90% of businesses fail within the first 5 years, and actually we're thriving. What started as a not-for-profit now has a commercial lens, and we are making money. But most importantly, we are creating impact. In line with the UN sustainability goals, we really want to help develop the economy. We want to help launch initiatives to reduce the gender parity and pay gap. But most importantly, we want to make sure that you have the tools and resources you need in your hands to not only create those connections, but to build those friendships and to build those fundamental foundations for yourself that unlock confidence, capabilities, and therefore success in your career. I'm super excited that thankfully, due to all the success that we've had and all the feedback that you've shared, we are currently working on streamlining our services, growing our sponsorship, and launching an app. Now, I feel like I have to say this out loud so that I stay accountable and people know that something very cool is coming. Ironically, you might know that I'm a big fan of failure, all about failing. I think it is really important to fail because it means that you've tried and that you are going to carry on. And we have a panel about that this week too. But ironically, I have been sitting on our app for the last 12 months. This time, a year ago, it was 75% finished. But I let my own fears and insecurities really delay the launch. And so in the last 12 months, we've been working on recovering. We've been working on restarting, relaunching, revisiting what really drives our passions, why we exist, and what we want to do to carry on. And so this app would generally have everything in one place. One, you'll be able to find your networks and friendships wherever you are in the world. Two, you'll be able to find your mentors and mentees, because we know that through mentorship, you're 5 times more likely to be promoted. And on average, people in our mentorship program earn 11K more, which is a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time. And it's a way of saying, you know what, you're making it, you're doing the right thing. The app will also host our masterclasses, our podcast, which we launched this year and is doing very well. As well as the fact that you'll be able to launch your own chats, you'll be able to communicate, build that level of community, but most importantly, give yourself a reason to keep on moving forward. And the reason why we say that is because women and marginalized communities and global majorities generally are super successful. They can generate trillions for the workplace and the economy. If anything, if you have women on your board and a diverse team, you're 33 times more likely to make profit. You're 33% more likely to make profit. And yet what we tend to do is we tend to isolate ourselves and make ourselves feel smaller than we are. And also we lack the networks, the community, the friendships we need to carry on moving forward. And that's genuinely what we are here to change. We're here to celebrate the action of doing something outside our comfort zone and progress and keep on progressing. I know that our app's going to change the world, and I'm very much certain that it will change our futures, but we definitely need you in that journey to support and to very much support, sponsor, advocate, cheerlead, champion, ally, whatever the word might be. It's join the journey with us. One way that you can do that is you can sign up for the free trial. There is a link in the bio, and I will launch it in just a little bit as well if you are watching online live. Otherwise, it's definitely in description. And the second thing is, you know what? Just show up this week. The Life Skills Summit will be catered to different times, different time zones, and different individuals. We are launching our sessions at 8 a.m., 12 a.m., and 2 p.m. 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. UK time to make sure that everyone is able to get involved. It will also be recorded so you can watch it back and share with your friends. Please ask questions. Please get involved. Please invest in yourself, because this is definitely just the beginning. And again, remember, everything that we do is based on what you tell us. If there's anything that we can do more of, we can do better, or you're just happy with, let us know. Thank you for your time, your efforts, your advocacy, and I will leave you this week to learn from those who are already there to share their story. I'm wishing you all the best of luck. I'm wishing you all so much success. And I'm really hoping that this is just the beginning of not only our conversation together, but the beginning of how we can build strong communities, foundations of confidence, level up our capabilities, and truly change our own worlds. On that note, my name is Sonia Barlow. What started as a brunch club is now a business, and it's now a beautiful, thriving community of belonging online and offline. We have leveled up over 20,000 people. We have successfully launched across 24 countries. We have empowered the UK's largest mentoring program with a 90% success rate. We have worked with brands that we would have never thought would have even recognized us, including likes of LinkedIn, of whom I was both changemaker and top voice in 2021 and 2022. And I'm super grateful, that we still exist at this point, because that's the exciting part. And I'm ready for our revolution. So again, thank you so much for joining the first 10 minutes, the opening keynote, as we may say. And if you have any questions, any feedback, let us know. Let me know. When do we begin? When do we get started? My asks. Well, this is the beginning. And we have a range of sessions available for you this week. So if you just join in, firstly, follow our social page, Like-Minded Females, aka LMF Network. Secondly, sign up to the events on LinkedIn. And thirdly, just join the live streams. You can then be a part of the conversation, both on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. That's not both the three things. So on all three platforms. Hi to Aggie, thank you so much. And if anybody else is around, feel free to drop me a line. Ask your questions. Let me know where you're joining from. Super excited to be doing this once again. And of course, like anyone and everyone, you do feel slight nerves when you're online, and anxiety definitely does hit. But I think we just want to be living proof that you can be what you can't see, as long as you're willing to take that first step and you're willing to give it a go and fail and learn along the way. So on that note, thank you so much. Super grateful to be here. I'm hoping that you can join us during this week. And on that note, have a great rest of your day, your week. And Divya, let's just start there, joining from Vietnam. Thank you so much. Where else are you all joining from? This is super exciting, right? It's really nice that we can be so global. Naomi, followed you for a while, really excited. Thank you so much. What do you want to learn this week? What are some questions? Maya's joining from Egypt. Wow, we are truly global. I'm currently in London, so we are doing our thing. Alex, our colleague who'll be hosting some of the panels, is joining from Mexico. We have panelists from Pakistan. We have panelists from Lithuania. We have panelists from Ukraine. We have panelists from Canada, Kenya, India, Philippines. We actually are global, right? And that's the exciting thing. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate in London it's early in the morning, and wherever you're joining from and whatever time of day it is, I encourage you to grab your warm drink or your cold drink. But in London, it's kind of raining. I encourage you to get involved, to ask questions, to just be a part of this movement. And I'm super excited that you are here. So on that note, I promise at this point, I will jump off because my team have said, look, 10 minutes are done. I talk for a living. I'm so passionate about being here. And I just want to thank you once again.